Hi guys, it's SugarPlumSims here and welcome back to another speed build. Today we are doing a collab this time, which is with the lovely HappySimmer, and she has her own channel and she does Sims videos, as you would probably expect, and she also has a few Let's Plays, which I did watch like one part of her Let's Play and it was really good, so I'm definitely gonna go and watch some more. And yeah, so she approached me, I don't know when, like a week ago I think, asking to do a collab, and of course I said yes, as I always love to do collabs. The only time I ever say no is if I'm a bit busy, although even then I usually just say that I'll do it at some point in the future. So yeah, and this build is a restaurant, and it doesn't have a name because I couldn't think of a name, but it was requested by her to first do a hospital, but I wasn't sure I would be very good at building one, because I've never actually been to a hospital. I've been to an emergency centre, but never a hospital, or at least I don't think so. So I just thought I wouldn't be very good at it. So yeah, instead we are doing a restaurant, and I had a lot of fun doing this build. It's quite big, so I hope she did alright finishing it. I hope it wasn't too big. I mean, it probably was, but I think that she probably could, I don't know, waste a bit of space here and there, maybe with some large decorations. I've actually not seen her build yet. She said she'd send me some screenshots in a couple of hours for me to use at the end of this build, but I haven't seen it yet, although I'm pretty sure it'll be really good, so I can't wait to see that. And this didn't actually take me that long, hence why it's only like 13 minutes long as a video, but I did actually have to redo some of it because I realised I hadn't been recording for part of it. I guess I probably accidentally pressed the recording button twice, I think when one of my parents came in, so I had to redo some of it, but that was okay because I hadn't actually done much of it anyway. And yeah, so that is pretty much the build. Definitely check out HappySimmer's channel. I will have all her links down below. I don't know if I already said that, but I'm pretty sure I didn't, so yeah. And yeah, I don't really have much to say about this build, just because apart from like the exterior, obviously I didn't furnish it, and usually I would sort of talk a bit about the furnishing, but because I didn't actually get around to furnishing it, I don't really know much about the build, because I don't know whether she made it into like an Italian or more of an oriental restaurant or just like a fancy restaurant. I have no idea. So yeah, and I also actually was working on a build yesterday. I actually started a different build. I was working on like this country home type thing, which actually ended up looking a bit like a farmhouse, but honestly I got a bit stuck on it because I don't know, at first I was building it because I wanted to use the Parenthood items in it. I wanted it to be kind of like a family country home, and I know a lot of people have been doing like farmhouses, but I don't know, I just kind of wanted to do a more country home because I think that would fit the theme quite well for the Parenthood pack, but then in the end I kind of just gave up a little bit. I will definitely go back to the build because I quite like the colour scheme, and it's also quite big, so it might take me a while, but I did actually end up stopping that build and then moving on to a different build, where I was like purposefully using sort of the Parenthood windows and things just to make sure that it would fit the theme of the pack, and I'm actually really happy with the build so far. I was just like, when I was building, I was thinking, oh, I am in love with this build, you know. It was going really well, and I can't wait for you to see it. I haven't actually finished it yet, so probably need to work on that, although I can't wait to finish building it. I don't know when. I obviously need to upload this build and finish editing it with the screenshots and all that, but yeah, the build I was working on was actually like it's like a fancy suburban home type thing, but I was using the Parenthood windows in the green swatch, and I don't know, it just looks so pretty. Not to like toot my own horn or anything, but I do really love the build, and I am just having a lot of fun working on it at the moment, so I'll probably finish that quite soon actually, because I tend to find that when I'm enjoying building a build, well, I mean, most of the time I enjoy building a build, but if I'm struggling, I will take a lot longer. But if I have a lot of fun, it's usually because everything's flowing really nicely, or the build is just turning out really prettily. I don't know if that's a word actually. I hope it is, because otherwise I'm going to sound like an idiot. But yeah, I really like that build that I'm working on at the moment, and it should be up fairly soon, depending on when I get around to finish building it, although I do kind of want to watch the next episode of Rain when I'm exporting this, I think. I don't know, I should probably take my own screenshots just so that I can get this up quicker, although I should probably also wait for her screenshots, because she said she'd send me some. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But the colour scheme for this build is actually, I used the sort of turquoise blue sliding, which I actually really love. That's one of my favourite swatches in that wooden tone. And I also used some wood tones on the walls, and also this stone that you see right here, because I was going to use the stone from, what was it now, the bowling stuff pack, but I felt like it wasn't really going to work very well. And also this build, like the base of the build, I'm pretty sure it just has Spa Day, what else? It has City Living for the doors, and then I don't actually know what the windows are I used. I'm pretty sure it's mainly the expansion packs and then Spa Day as well, and then I don't think I used much for the actual like landscaping. I think I used mainly base game for the landscaping actually. So if you only have like the expansions or anything, this should be pretty easy to sort of use in your game. And even if you don't have them, then you can probably replace most of the wallpaper I used for others, and that should be fairly easy to use. And oh yeah, and dine out obviously, because this is a restaurant, so you probably need dine out as well. But if you are downloading Joyce's or HappySimmer's version of this, then you will probably need a few more packs, because I don't know what packs she used. I'm pretty sure I just told her to go crazy, you know, because she's the one who's building it, the interior, and I don't necessarily have to have the packs, because as long as she just sends me the screenshots and stuff, that's usually fine. Plus, I don't really like to restrict people from using the packs they want to use, mainly because I know that I find it quite hard to restrict myself, especially now that I have most of the packs, apart from Spooky Stuff and Luxury Party, because those packs are rubbish, just saying. That didn't even sound like you know, the sarcastic coughs that some people do, you know, sort of just hinting at something. That didn't even sound like that. It just sounded weird. I've actually recorded this voiceover like twice. This is like the second time, but the first time, I don't know, as I was recording it towards the end, I just realised I had been sounding like really weird, and sometimes I was shouting into the mic and I was just very weird. So yeah, I mean, no different than usual, but I just think that there's a difference between being a little weird and very weird, and I don't know, I don't want people to think I'm weird, even though I am. So yeah, had to re-record that. But yeah, so this build is up on the gallery, although I would definitely recommend checking out HappySimmer's version or Joyce's. I'm pretty sure her name is Joyce, because on Twitter her name is Joyce, and so I'm assuming that's her name. But if it isn't, like, feel free to correct me or anything. But definitely go check out her version of, well, not her version, her furnishing of this build. It will be in the description for the download to her finished build, and also her channel and her speed build. So definitely check out everything there that I've just mentioned right there. And yeah, I've also like been in kind of a building streak recently. I've been loving building. and I think I'm just feeling a bit more inspired to be honest, and also because I got the new pack and a couple more stuff packs. I don't know, there's just a lot more options now, so I'm definitely having a lot of fun with that. And I've also been trying to learn Japanese, which is probably not going to go very smoothly and definitely will take about a million years to actually do, but hopefully I've managed to learn it somewhat. I'm using Duolingo because they finally added it on. I don't know when they actually added it, but I know they added it a while ago. I don't know, maybe a week ago or something. I can't remember, but I've only just started learning it. So at the moment I pretty much only know owl, which is blue. I don't even know if I pronounced that correctly. And then I kind of know like the basics, like arigato. That was slightly weird as well. I'm not very good at the pronunciations. So there's like yeah, I've blanked on all the words right now, so there's no point in that. But yeah, so I had a lot of fun with this, and also I'm using those little plaque sign things that go above, well, you can put them anywhere, but I just thought that would suit that area better than the windows I had there before. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to continue talking because honestly, even though this is probably an improvement from my last voiceover that I was trying to do, definitely do sound slightly weird, so I should probably stop while I still can. We only have a couple minutes left anyway, so it's pretty good. Yeah, and also you can see that I'm pretty much only using base game for the flowers and everything, so yeah, hopefully you shouldn't have to redo that if you don't have all the packs. But anyway, so I will leave you off to the rest of the build. Sorry that this voiceover has been slightly rubbish, but I don't think I'm going to re-record it for the third time because that would be a little bit sad if I couldn't get it on the third try, or the second try rather. Although I have actually done voiceovers before that I've had to do 3 or 4 times, and those I just ended up like giving up on and then starting again another time. But anyway, so I'm definitely going to leave this off here before I embarrass myself anymore by my terrible voiceover skills. But anyway, I really hope you enjoy it. Again, definitely check out HappySimmer's channel and go subscribe to her and like her videos. Anyway, I said anyway one too many times there, but subscribe to me if you're new, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!